Hello, everybody, and welcome in to That Real Texas Team podcast, episode 62 here on the channel. My name is Curtis Brown, the host, as well as my other co-hosts here. You can also catch me on this AFC South show on Curtis's podcast network. With me, as always, my main man, Magic Mike, aka the shiniest man this side of Mr. Clean.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah, you did.
We getting it.
Please like, subscribe, notification bell. Go ahead, head on over to @Mass3 Productions across all the social medias. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Help Mike's entire platform and everything grow. That's what we're going for. Down here at the bottom, we got our main man, Pac-Man Freestyle, aka Chris, aka Slim Chickens, aka the man that probably ate the last chicken tender.
Probably.
We don't know, but probably. Head on over to That's Crazy Podcast and Talk. Like, subscribe, notification bell over there. We're trying to grow his channel as well. We're all doing a creative, okay? So just hit the buttons. Do a thing. We just started. Can Okay.
Oh, I remember them days.
Well. Anyway, so we are here today to react to the Titans falling to the Texans 23-14 in Nashville in the cold rain. I was there, bundled up.
So have your poncho on?
I did.
Oh.
My jacket was rain resistant though, so I was good. And then I just used the poncho in my lap to kind of cover up the legs, and that was the move.
Smart move.
Oh, okay. That means we didn't get to see you on the poncho-a-thon that they was doing.
Nah.
They were doing like a whole poncho thing.
Yeah.
Bro, I did not know it was that hard to put on a goddamn poncho, so I watched that video.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. A big reason why you can't find me putting on a poncho. But it's always a good time going to Nissan Stadium. It's not necessarily the fanciest. All right, go lay down. All right, go. It's bedtime. Sorry. Anyway, so always a good time at Nissan Stadium, and I never really get much of an issue there. Like the Titans fans are like, "Oh, you're a Texans fan," and I'm like, "Yeah." When's the last time you saw us lose here? Then they just kind of leave me alone. So that's
You were right about that. If I will say so, you did say that you were pretty confident they would go win in Titan Stadium, and they did go in there and win in Titan Stadium.
Yeah.
Should have swept the entire division, but whatever. I digress.
Look, it's we're fixing some shit. Did we not improve on our division record from last year?
No, it was the exact same.
No, it was not. We did not sweep the Colts.
No way.
Oh, no. Oh, you talking about division? My bad. I thought you meant record overall. I did not hear that correctly.
We got a game.
Yeah. Because we didn't sweep the Jaguars either. We lost to them. We beat them the first time, and then we lost to them in Houston. The Jags, the Colts. I think we swept the Titans though. Did we sweep the Titans?
Yeah,
I thought we swept the Titans.
Yeah.
Once with Case and once with CJ.
Yeah. Yep. Because we played them like twice in 3 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
5-1 ain't bad.
No.
Oh no, I'm not mad at it at all.
That the worst team in the worst team in the league got one of their 3 wins on you. But that was kind of in the middle of us not knowing who the fuck this team was trying to be. It was later in the season than you would imagine for that kind of thing to be said about that team.
later than we would have liked, but Carfuffle.
Yeah.
Carfuffle, is that what my mom calls him?
A kerfuffle?
Carfuffle. Thank you. Yeah, that was basically a fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah. And we laid a fat fucking egg on that field. But we got the dub back in Nashville. So before I get into the fun question, Deculus is back. Who the fuck saw that coming?
I didn't know where he was till this game.
He was on another team. He was on someone else's practice squad, and we just brought him back.
He didn't play bad. I just don't want him to have to play.
No. There were a couple times where I actually noticed that he was doing something on the field, and most of the times it wasn't anything bad. So I mean, I was pleased with it. He definitely looks, more mature as a player at this point. But did this game make anybody feel better about the way that the team as a whole is functioning, or at least when the starters were out there?
You can go first, Mike.
CJ looked decisive in his decision making. And I really haven't seen that all year, to where he's like, okay, I'm going here, I'm going there. His throws were crisp, but like I said, it is the Titans. So I'm not going to sit up and say, yeah, we're ready to go out there and kick ass now. I'm not going to say that, but from the last taste that was in my mouth was that Baltimore game to the first series with the Titans. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take that every goddamn day.
Good. Chris?
Nope. Don't feel any different.
Okay.
Whatsoever. It's not even because we played the Titans. I agree they should have played. I said this last week that they at least play once. I honestly think they should have played for a half, but I do agree that they should have played, either play or not play. That's just how I feel. I honestly think they just should have sat and just rested everybody. But I do agree with how bad the last two games were, that they should have played to at least make themselves feel better, if that's how you want to feel it. But this game told me nothing. It literally told me nothing at all. And to the point that and it told a lot of people nothing. You see, ESPN is tearing the meat off the bone. Rex Ryan's like,
Chargers got a bye week. Yeah.
Like,
fuck that guy.
So that's what it told everybody, because we have been so bad, and I don't want to get into the Chargers right now. We'll do that Thursday, but that's how I feel right now, and I don't, not the bye week thing, but just in general, it showed me nothing as far as those things go right there. But I mean, I'm glad we got the W. Glad we were able to get the double-digit wins, and as long as the players feel like they accomplished something, I'm happy with it. But it didn't show me anything, and like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm down talking them or I'm talking bad about them, because I don't want to do that. But I am going to also be realistic with what I saw. Everybody's like, support team. Of course I'm supporting the team. I think we can go to the Super Bowl. With all our mess ups, I think we can go to the Super Bowl. But at the same time, they have not showed me anything on the field, especially as of late, really all season, but especially as of late, to have me believe that we will go to the Super Bowl.
Damn.
Yeah. For me, in so far as what they wanted to get out of the starters, I think they accomplished that goal. If I'm remembering correctly, after Dameon Pierce's touchdown, pretty much none of the starters, except for the offensive line, played. Pretty sure the offensive line stayed the same and well into the second half. I don't remember when Tunsil stopped playing or if he even did. But
third quarter was almost over.
Okay. So yeah,
he played
into the second half. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think you saw a lot of what, like, because I felt like Aziz went off the field probably like right before halftime. There were a lot of the defensive starters taken off there. And at that point, the game was 13-0. You know what I mean? And that was with a couple drives of the backups on offense making a couple first downs and then punting. So I think they wanted to get the starters to come out there, get the bad taste of Baltimore out of their mouth, go down, accomplish most of, if not all of, the 1,000-yard goals for Joe Mixon. They got close on Nico and got him an extra score. They threw him enough. They threw him a pass to get the
Nico
enough.
got his.
Yeah,
When he got his when he got the touchdown, he got his right on the touchdown.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought he would.
Because
he was still out there, but he got it on the touchdown.
That first play was actually a shovel pass. That was what it looked like, a sweep, but they ran after the game. They said they ran it that way on purpose.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fair enough. But they accomplished all they wanted to accomplish with the starters, getting them their goals, their extra bonus money or whatever, and they put a good showing on. If you called yourself a starter the other day, you did damn well. Kamari Laster and Derek Stingley were fucking locking everything down. Will Levis was not able to do anything. Daniil Hunter
get a lucky touchdown pass.
Well, yeah, and that was late in the second half where
it was crazy. Everybody thought that there were so many, and oh my God, and I can't stand these people. Why are you sitting there waiting for the ball? Like you're waiting for the ball. That's why they got that stupid touchdown, because they sat there and waited for it.
The thing is,
it's a backup.
Thank you. They're backups for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this argument with somebody else is, okay, why did the Texans play any of their starters? Because most of their starters are backups.
Yes,
Think about that. If we'd have benched all the guys that are starting and played our backups, we'd have been playing third stringers.
Dudes are elevated from the practice squad.
Yeah, we'd have had to bring more players up.
The thing about it, if Davis gets hurt, CJ would have had to come back in. We didn't even have a quarterback to play.
Well, no team dresses three quarterbacks anymore.
Yeah.
That might have been the game too, especially after watching that hyperextended neck.
Shit. Hyperextended. That man was built for that.
Woo.
Hey, ridiculous.
God.
Hey, look, it's Austin Deculus.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Standing there watching him. You think Austin Deculus was like, "Oh, he's dead"? Because like
the thing is, Davis Mills does yoga. I don't care what anybody says. He's got to.
Dude, with a neck like that, he might as well just be a giraffe. Like, go get a job at the zoo, paint some dots on you.
That man's a much better athlete than I thought he was.
That's true. And we forget that about Davis. Like, he's not necessarily just a stationary guy.
He was on a run for his life when he started.
You guys remember that Kansas City game a couple of years ago when it was Davis Mills' season to start? And we took the Chiefs to overtime, I believe. And and Davis actually fumbled, and that's how we ended up losing the game. But
he got us there.
He got us to overtime with the Chiefs. He had like a 17-yard touchdown run in that game.
And the thing about it is, it's from what he showed in that game, I'm actually very thankful he's already under contract for next year.
Yeah, same.
Because somebody would have been, you know what? I think Davis Mills could be the next. What's that sorry bastard in Minnesota's name?
Sam Bradford.
Sam Darnold.
Damn it! I did it again.
Yeah, you did. You did. I fought it. I fought the impulse. I was gonna call him Sam Bradford too, but Sam Darnold. Somebody would look at Davis Mills and say, "Why can't he be that?"
Yeah,
and I'd have to agree with him. I
also think that Sam Darnold is better than Davis Mills. I've never thought that Sam Darnold was a bad quarterback.
Bro,
me personally,
I thought Sam Darnold was trash when he left college. I wasn't impressed with him out of college.
I thought he was overhyped coming out of college and then ruined when he got to the Jets and then continued to not get any help when he was with the Panthers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when he finally was on a team with like actual talent and not a part of a shit organization like the Jets, shout out Jets, by the way.
Or the Panthers.
Panthers. He did well in San Francisco. He basically got an extra year in the same system that Kevin O'Connell runs because he's an offshoot of the Shanahan. So, I mean, he's basically been in the same system with different coaches for a couple years now. And,
the thing is, they damn near say don't call these guys sorry anymore because look at Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Who by the way got $6 million in incentives this year
for hitting 3 different goals in the last game of the year.
It's crazy.
Like highest completion percentage in his career, most touchdowns and yards.
I went back. We haven't talked about that man none this year because one, we're a Texans team. This is a Texans podcast. But then two, he actually had a pretty good goddamn year.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, he was good last year too. I mean, in the year before, that's why they kept him, because they're literally doing the exact same thing that they were doing with Russ with him.
Yep.
And the thing about it is, like, Russ is I don't know what Russ's issue is, but all of it ain't on Pickens, but you know,
he did have some
once again.
But a lot of it is.
That one pass that went right through both of his hands and hit him in the face.
And then the one he bobbled on the sideline.
Yeah.
I was glad the defensive back hit him. I was like, he deserves it.
Oh my God. You got these crazy Texan fans that are like, oh, George Pickens. No. It's bad enough we got Deontay Johnson. Can we see how that goes first? So look, people talk about Stephon Diggs' attitude and stuff like that. But you know the difference between Stephon Diggs, Deontay Johnson, and George Pickens? I feel like Stephon Diggs tries. I don't feel like that way about Deontay Johnson. Whatever with what he did on Sunday, that means nothing to me. I don't feel that way about Deontay Johnson. I don't feel that way about George Pickens. I feel like they are the for real crybabies. I feel like Stephon Diggs is a crybaby, but he is a trying crybaby. If that makes sense.
No. Let's keep it 100. Stephon Diggs is a better football player than both of those guys.
Oh, well, easily. I agree. Easily,
and that's the whole thing about it. He's a better football player.
He's a better football player, but he tries. That's why I wasn't mad about getting Stephon Diggs. He is going to try. He's going to work hard. I don't feel that way about Deontay. I don't care what Joe Mixon says or what CJ says. I don't believe it. Y'all are lying. That's what I'm going to say. Y'all are lying. Until I see it on the field, y'all are lying. Whatever I saw, he looked at decent with Davis Mills out there. I don't want to make it sound like he looked at like doo-doo, because he didn't. He looked at decent out there. He looked like he could be a good weapon for us. I know he could. But you know my problem is? I feel like he doesn't try. That is my problem. He's not going to block. He's just going to give up on plays. And that's how I feel about him until he shows me otherwise, because I don't want to hear anything about Baltimore. I feel like that's the vibe he was giving in Baltimore. The man has been on 3 teams since he was on the Steelers, and now he's been on 3 teams since last year.
Bro, but I'm going to tell you, the man was on 3 losing teams.
Well,
not the Ravens.
No, the Ravens, you just got a quarterback that really can't throw you the ball. I don't care what anybody say about Lamar Jackson. He's still not that goddamn accurate.
Well,
no, he should be the MVP.
So let's think about this for a second. So he was drafted within like the last 3 years of Ben Roethlisberger's career. Mm-hmm. So he got basically 1.5 years of Ben Roethlisberger still able to throw the football more than 8 yards.
Yep.
Then he got old man Roethlisberger for a year, and Mason Rudolph, Duck Hodges.
Oh, I forgot he played with Duck.
There was more.
I also think he was hurting that time too. I think he got hurt when Pickens first got there.
He got hurt a little bit. Thinking about who else was there? And then he goes and plays with Bryce Young and Andy Dalton. And then he goes and plays with Lamar and the Ravens. And we all know that the Ravens are running the ball like 40 times a game. And they asked him to run like 17 total routes in 4 games of appearances. 17 total routes across 4 games. That's 4-ish routes a game.
And once again, I get the Ravens and their running schemes and stuff like that. I get that, but also at the same time, we don't know what was going on in practice. We don't know what's going.
No, but the thing is, you got to look at their plays. Zay Flowers is a Pro Bowler because of screen passes.
Not just a Pro Bowler, the first Ravens wide receiver Pro Bowler ever.
From screen passes. Zay Flowers, when he came out of college, the one downside was he's not a great route runner. That was what it was. They said, well, put him with Lamar Jackson. He won't have to run routes. His tight end has been his leading receiver
every year
since he's been in the NFL.
Yeah. Dude, I know. Mark Andrews is always going on my ticket.
Bro, I had him on my fantasy team, and then he did nothing for like 6 weeks. And
you too?
Which reminds me, did you win?
Yeah, I did win.
I haven't had a chance to check because like I don't know what was going on, but like Curtis was getting his tail whooped, and then all of a sudden I look up and Curtis is in the damn championship.
Yeah,
congratulations, also, sir.
He flipped that switch.
I was at one point, I think 1-5.
I know because I beat you.
Yeah, and then finished 7-7. As the lowest seed to get in.
I gotta look because me and Mike was like lowest of the toilet bowl. I wonder who won that. I hadn't had a chance to look.
You won because you lost. I don't know. You're the winner of the toilet bowl because Mike won the game.
Oh, okay. So I lost. That's crazy because I started out like 4-0 to begin with.
I was 0-4 at the start of the year.
Bro, I started out 4-0 and then I lost like 4 straight.
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
But
I did see it. That was hilarious.
Deontay, I'm the fact that all his teammates in Baltimore said he wasn't the problem. They understood he didn't. They no, he didn't actually quit on the team. He said the team had already quit on him.
Yeah.
They brought him in here on a line.
Yeah.
Wide receivers are divas. I'm a wide receiver. I'll be the first to admit it. Divas. We like to get the ball. We don't want to block all fucking game.
God, you would hate to be a Titans wide receiver.
Fuck yes.
That's all they've been since I've been.
If I'd have actually just looked at my thing, I would have beaten. Like I have Malik Neighbors, but he's sitting on my bench. But I hadn't had a chance to pay attention to what's going on.
You were 7-7 and came in dead last. I was 7-7 and came in first.
Dude, I was 7-7. Mike was 4-10.
Yes, sir. It got bad.
Yeah, well, it's because I had Matthew Stafford starting, who all of a sudden has been a pumpkin for like the last 3 weeks, and like I don't understand. Have this super huge game, which was the crazy part is the super huge game. I lost that game too.
Yeah,
I had CJ Stroud all year long. Yeah,
rough. I'm pretty sure I picked up Baker in free agency and just kind of rode between Baker and Geno all season.
I had Jordan Love and didn't play him enough.
That'll do it to you. Risers and fallers, gentlemen. So there's no fallers this evening. It's all positive. The only risers we have, Dameon Pierce. Where the hell is that extra gear been? Like, what the? He's got a total of 3 touchdowns running the ball, over 70 yards to his credit in his career. One of them from 92 yards away. That was probably his best run as a pro. It was probably the best reading of a hole that he's done as a pro. It was a smooth cutback. The hole opened up like a part in the Red Seas, and away he went. 92 yards.
That actually might be the best run of his career, college or pro.
It might be. It might be. But I think he had, for the level, probably a comparable, better offensive line.
Yeah.
Maybe. The other riser, Davis Mills. We've already been kind of giving this man his flowers for going out there and having an efficient day. It wasn't anything that wowed us per se, but he was trying to stretch the field several different times. He missed a little bit. One of those passes to Deontay Johnson, he missed a little high on a third down.
Was it a touchdown pass?
No, it was.
He missed him on that red zone touchdown. He should have got him for the touchdown.
Yeah, the touchdown pass, he threw it behind him. If he leads him a little bit, that's a walk-in touchdown. But full command of the offense, ran around in that pocket, looking eyes downfield the whole time, and willing to absolutely kill himself to try to get a touchdown. Boys, the neck is here for another year for sure. But how much longer do you think Davis Mills is a Texan after that extension?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like, provided that everything goes well next year and goes right, we're not going to see him very often. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest. If the fact that every year there's 3 to 4 rookie quarterbacks that come into the league, I don't believe Davis will accept a contract, say, from the Las Vegas Raiders to go be their starting quarterback in front of a rookie.
Yeah.
He won't Gardner Minshew the rest of his career. I don't think he will.
Yeah. And I feel like the moment he gets an opportunity, like, let's just say for whatever reason, next year Brock Purdy goes down and San Francisco offers to send us like their following year's second round draft pick.
Oh, second rounder, he's gone. I'm sorry.
Second rounder. Yeah. I'm trying to make it worth our while. And presumably the 49ers would have a late second anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe not, but you send Davis Mills over there and he's got Kyle Shanahan. What if Davis Mills is like pretty good? What if he's better than Brock Purdy in that system?
Honestly, I don't see why he couldn't be.
We run the same thing. So what if CJ gets hurt? And I've thought about this, not because CJ's been playing bad, but I've been long a Davis Mills praiser, flowers giver, if you will. He never had an actual opportunity with a team with pieces, plural, with an offensive line and a halfway decent defense. Davis Mills was given an opportunity where the entire team around him was probably no higher than a C- on a position-to-position average.
I don't want to say all of that because I think that we had bad coaching also.
That also is a thing.
Davis Mills, because besides what Shaq, because Shaq wasn't here, right?
No.
But Shaq wasn't here, and who else?
Laramie opted out.
And whoever we had at center, which has been a million people.
Justin Britt.
Yeah, but we already had Kenyon was already here. Laramie and Titus were already here.
Kenyon didn't play but like 4 games that season.
Oh, you're right. I mean, that does it even matter about him playing though? He didn't
No,
play.
but even still, I mean, that was the whole point of getting him, was to shore up an offensive line spot. We end up having to send out a backup to be a starter for the whole year. And then I think that same year,
We had Nico, but he was like injury prone. He only played like 4 or 5 games. Because
right.
like I don't care. I know Mike. You said you figured Nico's a like. I have no problem with Nico being good. Nico is great.
Mm-hmm.
Nico has proven to me that he is a top wide receiver. So like I understand, but I didn't see these things from Nico. There were things that I felt like even when he was playing, I didn't see anything special coming out of Nico while he was playing. We had Brandon Cooks. I understand Brandon Cooks ain't great, but Brandon, it's still Brandon Cooks.
Right.
If Brandon Cooks was our number 3, like he is for the Cowboys, we'd have been fine. Yeah. But he was our number 1.
And that's the other thing, is like we got CJ Stroud and we immediately were like, all right, we got to draft him another wide receiver in this draft. They did the same thing with Davis, but Nico played 5 games that season. They did the same. They tried to draft him a tight end. That's where we got TQ. TQ didn't play, but like 4 games.
And the thing about it was Caserio was drafting differently.
Mm-hmm. And hold on, but didn't we already have Brevin Jordan though?
Brevin Jordan, I want to say
his rookie year, he got drafted the same draft, I thought.
Because Brevin Jordan was here too.
Brevin Jordan was the last year of the Bill O'Brien era, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And then because we also had and I didn't hate our tight end room before, because we had Brevin Jordan, we had
Brevin Jordan, Jordan Akins.
Yeah, Jordan Akins. Didn't hate him.
Bro, that wasn't a good tight end room. That was
I didn't hate him.
Well, you don't hate him, but the thing is, Nick Caserio was drafting developmental players. Tegan Quintariano was a developmental player. As a pass catcher in college, he wasn't a pass catcher. He was a blocker. That's what Caserio was doing. Even Davis Mills was supposed to be a developmental quarterback. When we drafted Davis Mills, was there anybody that thought that Davis Mills was going to end up being our starting quarterback?
Nope. We had picked up Tyrod Taylor to be the starter.
Correct. And he got hurt, game 2?
Yeah, middle of game 2. Davis Mills had to come in, and he started.
He wasn't ready.
So that draft class was Davis Mills, Nico Collins, Brevin Jordan, Garrett Wallow, and Roy Lopez.
So is Davis Mills the only one left?
Other than
Brevin Jordan.
And Brevin Jordan. The bottom 2 are gone, the 5th and the 6th round. But Brevin Jordan was also a 5th rounder. And Nico and Davis were both third
rounders.
Yeah. But like that still kind of leads in is like that team was bad. So they were like, okay, Davis was able to put some stats up. Let's give him another year and not really add too much around
nothing
offense.
Yeah, I think we took away players.
Yeah. We drafted Mechie, but he never played, obviously. You had drafted Kenyon Green. He got hurt early on. Derek Stingley got hurt that year.
Which was the only person that was drafted that year that showed any promise was Jaden Petrie.
Yeah.
Oh, Damian Pierce too.
Oh yeah, and Damian.
Oh yeah, he did look good. Didn't he get hurt at the end of the season?
Yeah, he missed the final 4 games.
That just popped into my head that he got hurt.
Yeah,
Lovey ran him into the ground.
Because what did he have?
After the first game, he was like, "Oh shit, you ran Damian Pierce 4 times." And I remember the press conference where they're like, "Are you going to run Damian more?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to make sure we run Damian more.
Then it became 25 a game.
Yep. But, I think Davis Mills has a future in this league. I think if he goes to a good situation, we could actually see what Davis Mills is. He is somebody I think that could be the next Sam Darnold or Geno Smith, given the right situation.
Yeah, but those guys were drafted to be starters, though.
Yeah.
He was not necessarily.
Well, but the thing is,
and I'll give you that, but neither was Russell Wilson.
And with that being in fact, you do understand that Davis Mills was ranked coming out of high school higher than all of those guys. Davis Mills was a top prospect coming out of high school.
Yeah, no, these are things that I've been hearing since before we got. They were talking about Davis Mills, and I remember hearing that. And the thing about it is, I swear, it's like the Texans were watching Davis Mills since he was in high school. Because I swear I've been hearing that since he was in high school. I had no idea what Davis Mills looked like, and then all of a sudden he was on our team.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing about it is, and even in college, you say he got a raw deal. He had a coach that didn't really give a shit. He was collecting a paycheck. Then he had to deal. Didn't he deal with the COVID year? No, not COVID year. What was it?
Yeah.
He didn't deal with the COVID year.
That was the COVID year because he was drafted in 21.
Yep. He dealt with a COVID year.
Yeah, his senior year, they only played like 6 games or whatever.
And the 2 seasons before that, he shredded his knee. His freshman and sophomore year, he didn't even really touch the field. Not because he couldn't play, but because his knees were done.
So what I'm saying, you give the man a chance. I think there's someone out there who might be desperate enough, and for the right price, obviously we wouldn't mind moving on from him, but if something were to happen to CJ and he's out for week 2 in the future sometime, he gets hurt and he's done for the year, and Davis Mills comes in and puts up some fucking gaudy stats on a team that's stacked and they win games, he's going to find himself a contract somewhere. Other risers, those were the offensive ones. Defensive ones, Derek Barnett getting the thick 6. Did
you see him push Neville Hewitt down?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm taking this to the house. Move.
He was like Neville Hewitt was blocking you in my way.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was hilarious to me.
No, I mean, the entire time, because Derek Barnett's also a University of Tennessee alum. Mm-hmm. Tennessee fans in the crowd that know that he's a former Vol got excited. I was one of them. I can tell you that. But I also, because he's a Texan, so it was like a double, yeah. And you did it in your home state. Yeah. You know what I mean? Eric Murray playing well.
Yeah, he is.
He's not playing tremendous, but he's playing well.
Yeah, he's at least not missing tackles. That's another issue I have sometimes when these guys start missing tackles.
Yeah.
And he's the leading tackler for a reason, because he's not missing tackles.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got for the risers and fallers, gentlemen. Do you guys have any?
Yeah, because I didn't really have any followers. Derek Barnett was my added riser.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to put that young man, Kalen Bullock, is a ball hog.
Yeah.
Because I thought that interception that he almost got, I thought he stood no chance of even getting over there to it.
Yeah.
He came from nowhere.
Dude, he's got some speed to him. We put a little bit of weight on that kid. We're going to be all right. I think the offensive line play was improved against a defensive line that gave us fits a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to say it was sterling or flawless or any of those things. Blake Fisher's going through some rookie stuff, but he's still playing pretty good football. I don't have any negative things to say about him. Juice Scruggs and Jarrett Patterson and Titus Howard were able to get pretty good movement. on their defensive front and even get on to backers. There were a couple times that tackles were making clean reads back to the backers. It was a pretty well done game for the offensive line outside of a couple sacks.
Now I want to ask you, Curtis, did
Hmm.
the offensive line coach keep his job?
I think so.
Oh,
For
God.
another week.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about for next year.
No,
I'm like,
the O-line, look, I was talking about this with somebody earlier today. One of my biggest fears is that we go on a run in the playoffs and then we decide to keep all of the offensive components because of it.
no.
But like that's the thing about it. It doesn't even have to be a run. Like if they were just to beat the Chargers on Saturday, that I think that would like it sounds as crazy as it sounds, especially if God forbid we blow them out like we did Cleveland. Oh my God! Like,
Hey, well, let me tell you something funny. The New York Jets requested to interview Bobby Slowick for their head coaching position.
Immediately,
I know, and what does that go mean? If he probably will pull a Ben Johnson and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay another year again."
No, he wouldn't do that. He is no fucking way.
But like that's my whole point, and like
Ben Johnson
Ben Johnson
can do that for a valid reason. He's highly hot. Any of these open head coaching positions that he says he wants, it's his.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If he called out right now and said, you know what, I want to coach the Dallas Cowboys.
It's over with. Correct.
You know who's right now? He's still in limbo. That limbo would be over.
Oh yeah, but they can't even interview him right now because of playoffs.
So Ben Johnson, if I'm not mistaken, expressed that one of the teams that interests him the most is the Chicago Bears.
Yep. And
for any people who know someone who's a Jaguars fan right now, that would kill them. That entire fan base is like, we're gonna get Ben Johnson.
There is no fucking way y'all are getting Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I don't see that. I think the Jaguars actually have some front office issues also, and I don't think that's Chicago's problem. I just think that I don't know what the issue with Chicago because I don't think the front office gets involved, but I feel like the front office might get involved a little bit with Jacksonville a little more than they need to.
The front office in Chicago is not the problem. It was the coach.
Oh yeah, that's obvious.
Eberflus should have been gone a while ago.
They don't know how to hire a coach, if that makes sense. Ever since they did what they did to Lovey.
But that's the thing. The front office guys that are in there now, the only head coach they've ever hired was Eberflus.
Oh, yeah, because it's all new. You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah. You're right.
Look, they didn't do Lovey. They didn't do that other bastard. I can't remember what his name was. The guy that replaced Lovey.
Oh, no. I don't.
They didn't have anything.
Not doing anything right now.
Nagy or Tressman?
Yeah, Nagy.
Oh yeah, because the new people came in, I think, during Nagy and got rid of him like immediately.
And they fleeced Carolina.
Yep.
Bro, oh my God, Carolina. And hey man, I know it's not Texans related, but shout out to Bryce Young. He is looking so much better. I'm so happy for him. Carolina's still not going to go nowhere because that's a horribly run organization. But shout out to him.
Yeah.
Like as of right now, he's gonna end up having to go somewhere else to have a good career, or he's just gonna be not. Yeah, he is.
I can tell you, Carolina's not drafting another quarterback. Bryce did enough to where Bryce did enough to where they're like, okay, he might be him.
Yeah, they talk about that benching is what did it. That ain't what did it. I don't want to hear none of that nonsense. Maybe for Anthony Richardson, who needed to be benched, but not for Bryce Young. I don't think there
was that a past tense? He still needs to be benched.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he didn't. Well, right now he's having back spasms, so he's having back problems right now. So.
Who, AR?
Yeah.
AR,
he can have on the couch this weekend, so it's fine.
He's always got back issues.
And I said it. This is what happens when you draft an amazing athlete to play quarterback.
Yeah.
Terrell Pryor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lamar Jackson was an amazing athlete. Look at him, 2-time MVP.
No, Lamar wasn't an amazing athlete like those guys. They actually thought Lamar was too small.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was happy for Lamar though. I mean, he still ain't done nothing in the playoffs for me, but I'll be happy to see Lamar do great because I didn't like all the down talk that Lamar got. And then, and I bet so many people are just so mad that they didn't draft Lamar Jackson. I mean, except for the Bills.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys this question real quick. Let's just say the worst happens. The Texans are one and done. Who are you pulling for the rest of the playoffs?
So, like,
it's the Lions, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
I agree. With all the injuries, even though we should have beat them, CJ's fault that we didn't beat them. I'm gonna say that. That's CJ's fault we didn't beat them. That he completes that touchdown pass to Tank Dell and don't throw it late. They don't win. They don't win that game. It doesn't matter. That was. But anyway, I digress. It happens. We're still in the playoffs. But it's the line. I don't know. The Lions, they just turned it up. And I think they're about to get David Montgomery back.
Yep. They should be. They said he should be back after the bye week.
Because did y'all watch that Minnesota and Detroit game? Minnesota just could not score in the red zone. They had no problem getting down the field, but they could not score in the red zone.
The thing about it is Sam Darnold is still he's an okay quarterback. I'm just not going to call him trash anymore, but he's an okay quarterback.
I never thought he was trash. I'm not.
Oh no, I thought he was trash. He played for the Jets.
No, I'm not surprised.
Everything that comes out of there is trash.
I'm not surprised with his numbers, with the weapons he have. The more thing I'm surprised about is the record. The record is what surprises me the most about with Sam Darnold being at the helm. The record surprises me more than anything. His numbers don't surprise me because you're throwing it to Justin Jefferson.
Kevin O'Connell's calling plays.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that too. Yeah,
he's good at
calling plays, but I'm not
Herbert
about what
Herbert
Sam
hasn't been
Darnold's
shit
doing.
since he left.
Because people got to remember, Sam Darnold did get Garrett Wilson his rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year. Got to remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
all right. Well, look, gentlemen, it's been a fun reaction. The season's been a lot of fun. But the next time we see each other, we will be talking exclusively about the playoffs. Playoffs.
Let's go.
Before we part, every single wild card game that the Houston Texans have played has been on the Saturday 3:30 time slot. I had not even put that together until somebody put that on a tweet.
Yeah, but most of the time we're the last division winner too.
Yeah.
I've been at most of those games, so yeah.
It's weird
because when we played the Bills, Josh Allen's second year when you didn't even know Josh Allen was going to be great because he was not great in that game. But I thought we were going to lose. Josh Allen ended up being a lot better than I thought he was going to be. Watching him in that playoff game, I was like, and y'all think this guy's going to be something?
Yeah.
And then he got Stephon Diggs, and it was like, oh, he just needed a weapon to show. And then now he's like, yo.
it's the maturation of a young quarterback.
Yep. Well, gentlemen,
it looks like this. It's not always white.
My bad.
You're good. Gentlemen, I think this is a good spot to go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank you both for taking time out of your evenings to come on and talk Texans ball with us. Folks, I want to thank you all for watching. Hit the like, subscribe button. We're trying to get over the 250 hump. We're at 248 and holding. Need to get over. While you're at it, while you're clicking buttons, like, subscribe, notification bell on That's Crazy Podcast and Talk and Mass 3 Productions across all social medias to help Mike and Chris's channels grow and platforms, generally speaking. With that being said, we'll see you in the preview for the playoffs. Be good people and go Texans. Fuck the
Go
Titans.
Texans.